Hello everyone, Garnet here, and welcome back to Extinction. Today is hopefully the day that we are actually going to be able to clean up the space inside of our base here, because I'm just literally standing in front of the owls. I have no room at this point in time to actually move around inside of my base. Now, that being said, I do actually have all of the resources that I'm going to need to craft up this Enforcer. I'm going to have to try to take a few trips, I think, to actually get all these things to one of those terminals, but let's get that all put over there, and we'll bring it back in when I'm crafting the thing. So I've got everything packed up on the trike and on the RG. We are very heavy. So this is not going to be a quick trek, but luckily, as we know, the terminal is just right there, so I just need to get the RG out of the house, and then we'll go craft this guy up. Okay, so I've distributed the weight of things a little bit more. Ivy's helping out as well since she is around at the moment, and we'll be there shortly. In the future, we'll be able to just have a tech replicator. We won't have to worry about moving to one of these things if we have to craft another one or anything else like that. But for now, this is our closest terminal, and it's where we're going to craft ourselves a new very valuable friend. So, I need to take them out of there so that stops popping up. I'm going to place this in here. We're going to tell it to pull for it, and sure enough, we have everything we need. So let's craft up our nice new Enforcer. We'll be able to put this guy out and ride him back home. Ooh, nice. Very much happy about that. Let's place him out on over here. Okay. Looking good, my man. Oops, well, I fell down here. It's gonna come down to get me. No, that's Ivy. Never mind. That's fine. Oh, that's less fine. I mean, I like that there's another Armadago here, but it's going to try to kill us, and that's not good. Well, we got to try out our new guy's ability. So on a normal creature, he'll do 70 damage per hit, which is not too bad. But typically you want to do a little bit more on the corrupted creatures. That's kind of what you typically use these guys for. But also you can teleport. Make sure that your foes do not get away from you. Decide to pick a fight with me and try to run off? That's not going to happen. Alright, I do feel bad having to do that to an Armadago right off the bat, but getting some levels on this guy is going to be very, very essential. What we really want to go out and do is try to get ourselves an orbital supply drop done, but if he's not leveled, then we can have some problems. So I have everyone here just kind of follow me back to the base. I'm hoping that I'm not close enough that I actually got everyone else to follow me from there. Doesn't look like the dung beetle's following, so I think we're probably okay. It's really going to be the stego that we're going to be waiting for. So not only can these guys teleport using the right click, but if you actually jump and hold the jump button up against the surface, you can climb up on the wall. You can actually also climb up as far as the ceilings and go upside down. It's definitely disorienting, and I don't love doing it all the time, but it is technically something you can do. Whoop. Come on, everyone, let's go back home. I didn't show it off as well, but if you press C, it'll actually do like a little shockwave attack, kind of push things away a little bit. Kind of nice while fighting certain things. I think it might actually be an EMP, but I'm not 100% on that. So we got 6 levels from taking out those Armadagos. I really want to try to make sure that they're a little bit tanky, so I'll put 3 points into the health and 3 points into melee, just to kind of split those first few levels to kind of help us survive and do a little bit more damage. I think what I want to do is I'm going to go try to grab a note or two. I kind of know where a few are nearby. And we'll probably take this guy out into the wasteland here, and we'll go and try to get some more levels on some of the corrupted creatures. So I've also decided, I've been hatching up grabbing a bunch of eggs from the owls here and putting them into here. I'm going to bring out one of the owls with us today, and I'm going to kind of use them as a way to heal up our Enforcer in case we need to. Fingers crossed we don't need to, but if we have to, then, that'll be the deal. Obviously, since we don't have any cryopods or anything yet, I'm just going to have them follow. We'll probably have to have the owl on passive, and then we'll just kind of hop over to them as necessary to keep our guy healed. I'm going to name this guy, instead of the numbers he was already given, I'm going to name him Sentinel. Sentinel here will be a very, very helpful creature, and essentially a corrupt dinosaur destroyer. Essentially, that is exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be fighting everything that we possibly can out here, and we'll be able to actually get some good levels doing it. I know there's actually a note right here. I don't think I've grabbed it on accident, have I? No. Great. So that is what we're going to use on Sentinel at the moment. And I think there's one more just kind of out into the wasteland this direction, not too far from our particular location. So I'm going to go grab that one as well. Kind of double down and get ourselves a bunch of extra experience. If we find ourselves a blue orbital supply drop while we're out there, that's going to be exactly what we're after. And we'll finally be able to maybe get ourselves some cryopods from it if we're lucky. If not, we'll at least get ourselves some upgraded loot from just the basic primitive stuff. So hopefully I was able to actually get all the things to load in between episodes. So all the blobs should be gone. That's the hope anyway. So as you've been seeing, he's been doing about 60 damage to any normal creatures. Now there's a bunch of corrupted stuff right here. I'm actually going to teleport in and start doing some damage, and you'll see exactly how much of a difference they make there. He's doing 400 damage now. 400 instead of 60. That is a crazy, crazy amount of damage right off the bat, and it is specifically for the corrupted creatures. So this is what we want to do for the first supply drops. He's got 8 more levels now as well, so we're going to add a good amount of that into our... Well, we'll do split as well. Like I said, we really don't want anything to happen to our good friend here. He is going to be a huge, huge essential part of trying to actually make some progress here. You still don't want to take these guys up against anything like the corrupted Gigas on the other side of the Sanctuary, but either way, you definitely also want to keep your distance from pack creatures that are not corrupted. As strong as Sentinel can be, you don't want to risk him against any standard creatures that are going to do some serious damage, because he could end up just getting murdered pretty quickly under the wrong circumstances. Ooh, what level's this? Oh, beta? If it was gamma, I would have actually done that instead. That would have been really good. How's my owl doing? Is it stuck? Come on, don't get stuck. We need you. I think the other note was down here underneath this part. Yep, right there. I don't think this one is a 4 times. Oh, it is a 4 times. Oh. No, the Santiago one. I actually have not grabbed that yet, so we are good. Doubling down so we at least have a good amount of experience boost here. We're going to try to clear out a bunch more creatures. I mean, maybe I could try to do this. I am really cold, though, actually, and I'm a little bit low on the food. So I'm going to give it a second. Ooh, treasure map. An Ascendant treasure map? Okay, that's going to be a good way to start getting ourselves some loot on this map also. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to fight this beta one. I almost feel like I want to try for it, though. Main concern is I still just don't really have any kind of ranged weaponry when it comes to fighting any of the Pteranodon ones that are going to come out of the sky from every direction. But maybe... just maybe we want to give it a shot. If it ends up looking iffy, then we'll just teleport out and kind of run back home. Ooh, Rex. That could be a problem. That's a perfect example of what you don't want to run into while you're trying to do one of these and using an enforcer. Okay, I'm a little concerned. I mean, obviously, I can't force feed this guy anything to heal him up or anything. The owl will have to do their job real quick. Maybe I'll do that really fast before any of these guys actually show up. Do a little bit of healing for our Sentinel. Oh, he got out of the thing. Okay. The owl does not have the most... This owl does not have the most stamina to kind of keep up on that, but that is kind of what I brought him for. So I don't know where they're starting from. They'll be a little bit higher level than ones that would have been on the Gamma tier, but if we can get ourselves some element, that'd be awesome. That'd be a really solid start as well. I just have to defend all of these nodes the best that I can, and whatever's left at the end is what I'm able to take home. Ooh, a trike. Nope, you're part of it, aren't you? See ya. If it's kind of off the levels scaling that I have set up, then it kind of gives it away that they were initially part of it. So we'll kind of just go with that assumption going forward. Because it should be a 5 or a 0, and if it's not, it's probably part of it. That Rex is going to be an actual issue that I'll probably have to pull somewhere else. If I can manage it. I don't want to go too far, though, because if you go too far, then the node will think that I abandoned it. Oh, is there one stuck behind this? Oh, there's one right here. Oh, that was it? There's like 6 creatures involved. Alright, I mean, each of these do have 5 waves, just like the orbital supply drops. So it looks like wave 1 is approaching now, and we'll probably actually see what kind of things to expect. I'm not entirely sure. It's going to be our first element node collecting here. Oh, we've got a Carno one. Very easy to take care of. Very nice. And we're going to get good levels while we're doing this. That's kind of the reason I started this, even if... Oh, God, yeah, they got a Spino on us. Okay, hold on. I need to try to take care of some of these higher creatures first. You guys are a problem. I just luckily had that one hit me right in the front of the face. Okay, they're going to focus in on some of my other creatures for now, which is not great. But just the amount of damage that I can deal is going to help us out a lot, especially with the Sentinel here. What are we looking at that's actually hitting this thing? I'm not seeing the creature. Oh, it's a Dillo right here? Okay. Where else are we getting hit from? There's one other raptor over here. Okay, I've got another one on this one node. Great. Dillo. Just gotta be careful because I will actually hit it myself if I'm too close to all the nodes as I'm fighting the creatures off. So I gotta be very careful as we're doing everything here. Man, I really wish I could actually just force feed him some stuff. But let's add more damage. Even if we can't get the entire thing at the end of this run, I'm really just wanting to get it's helping to get the experience, and whatever element at the end will be helpful. Assuming that we don't end up just running off, which is very much a possibility also. There's a Spino underneath the ground. I'm glad I can hit it from here, because that would have been unfair. Okay. Well, hello. Let's fight this other Spino. It's doing a lot of damage to us, actually. I'm not a big fan of that. We're going to have to switch to the Owl and heal right now. Whew! There you go, Sentinel. We are not going to let you die here today, buddy. This is also healing up Ivy, which is also awesome. We'll have less of a chance of Ivy dying in our episode today. And the search continues. Let's go see what kind of other corrupted creatures are hanging around here. I have run into stuff in the past where creatures are stuck in weird places, so that doesn't technically end for a while, and they kind of just despawn on their own. We'll just have to see if that's something that's happening. Oh no, there's a raptor right here. Was that it? I don't know if that's it. You can actually check if you look at the middle node how many creatures are supposedly left. It says there's 5 hostiles remaining, so some of them may have gotten stuck in weird places. Let's go search for them real quick. Like if I go look on the top of this, these Carnos look like they're probably part of it also. Oh yeah, and these raptors, that's definitely what happened. They spawned in a weird spot that they couldn't get down from. Ah, and the strike. I don't even know if that one was part of it, because it's actually rounded out to level 60, but it could be. Oh, there's a Dillo. Are you guys part of it? Level 60, 70. Well, apparently so. Awesome. Another wave down. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of stuff showing up in the distance, and we got racers on it this time around, huh? That's concerning. Well, let's do the damage we can before it even gets a chance to attack. Fantastic. Give me black pearls. Get them off the main middle node. This is where the real source of the element is, so whatever you can save from the outside, yes, great. But the middle stuff is your best stuff. At least we're getting a lot of experience from this as well. That's kind of the other benefit. The main reason I wanted to do this one versus finding the another orbital supply drop. OSD. Bad Pteranodon. Bad Racer. We're actually very full of things. Let's drop some meat, because this guy does not need it. Oh, you're probably part of it. Where'd you come from? You are probably the last one, though, yeah? Yep. Really concerned about his food. We're definitely not currently, we don't have anything to feed him right now. We're going to do our best, though, to take out as much as we can. Before once it starts to feel like we have to leave, then we will. I would love to actually be able to finish this off. Oh no, they're sending Arthros at us? That's awful. I didn't realize they would do that in beta. Ugh. I thought that would be at least alpha. Oh no, a normal Carno in the middle of all this. That's actually really bad. We're out of stamina right now. And I'm gonna just teleport out. Because my guy is hurt. And we're not fighting any normal things right now. Okay, we are going to heal up real quick. Ivy's still on us. I think you're just following me. Are you not actually my companion right now? You may not actually be my companion right now. Oh, don't do that. We gotta kill this Carno. There we go. That helped. That helped a good amount, being able to hop onto the owl there for a moment. Not a full heal yet, but it's something. Ah, crap. We'll use the owl to fight the Carno. Kind of keep it at bay. We won't have to worry about it as much. I don't know how high of a level this thing is, but yeah, we're just going to let that happen. Okay. As we were, everyone. They're definitely doing a lot of damage to the element down here, but we've got to try to do some more damage and try to get more of the experience while this stuff is still going. I really shouldn't be teleporting too much because his energy's already low. Oh, that one broke. That's not good. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, considering how long I ran away for a minute. Should not be fully surprised about that. Are they hostiles up on the cliffside? I think I see some up there. Maybe I will heal with the owl again real quick. Is that what the gas bag sounds like? Alright, this is only wave 4 of 5, and we're almost out of energy. I don't see ourselves making it through this right now. He's going to run out of energy at this rate. I wish it would let me collect a little bit from this stuff early on. That would actually clear all my problems. Like, what happens when he runs out of energy? Does he just fall over? What happens? This is going to be really down to the wire at this point. Ridiculously down to the wire. I want to go see. Like, I can't break these, alright? Like, this is not something I can harvest. I don't know why I would. No. Would be awesome just to get a little bit. Keep this guy going. Are there lampposts over here? Anything at all. Definitely does not look like there's anything I can collect in here. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be running around so much then. Oh, man, that's really sucky. How are we looking on this anyway? We've got 3 hostiles for wave 4 and then a whole wave 5. No, we're done. There's nothing we can do here, right? I really should have left some energy or element on one of these creatures. That would have been amazing to actually have that in mind, but no, I did not. Could I be quick and go grab him a little bit? Like, that's literally the thing that is stopping me from getting this done. He's going to shut down very soon. I'm not going to be able to get him back home without going and getting him something else to feed him. Crap. Okay, you, my friend, must stay there. I need the owl. Come on. We're going to heal him up. He's definitely just going to have to sit here for a minute until I can go get him some element. If it doesn't say that I fail, then I'm definitely going to try to get something to... Oh, man, I'm actually hungry, too. Ugh. I definitely wasn't prepared for this. I kind of just jumped into it hoping to get all the experience we possibly could for this guy. And as long as he survives, that's technically the goal. Man, that would have been awesome to actually get everything, though. Okay, we're going to... I'm going to leave you here for a minute. I'm going to try to get ourselves some of the element dust. I want to be as quick as possible. I don't know how long or how far away I can get without this thing technically just auto-failing on us. So I'm going to go quick. If we hear the loud noise, then we'll know that it failed it, but we're giving it a shot. If I can see something nearby, I'll do that instead, but I don't see any. Oh, crap. Is that saying they moved to the next round, or was that something else starting? I don't know, but I need to try to get some element dust right now. It's not a lot, but it's something. Okay, I don't have a lot, but I have something. I'm hoping this will be enough to maybe hold us over for one more round. If that's the case, he'll have more than he'll ever need. Assuming that it didn't automatically just fail us now. Okay, it disappeared. Aw, that's really unfortunate. Okay, I mean, yes, I should have kept that in mind before I started one of these. It's the same thing with the orbital supply drop. The Enforcers are the perfect creatures to use for it, the perfect machines, but they just, you really need to make sure that they have some fuel, essentially. You're out now, but this will at least probably get us back to the house, right? Yeah, that'll get us back to the house. Everyone follow me. We'll try again once we have a good amount of fuel source, but that did give us a lot of levels, myself included. I got 7 more on top of what we had already. This will prepare us even more for the next thing. So despite needing to kind of bail on that one, which is really unfortunate, like I already said, we did get ourselves a really good treasure map on the way over there. So I think I'm going to try to go get that really quick, and if we're lucky, we'll maybe get something that's going to help us out in future endeavors. I mean, really, that was kind of what I was hoping to get with the element node if I was able to successfully do it, but that's okay. The element node's only going to do so much without me actually being able to craft some of the stuff, and maybe... just maybe, this treasure map will be even better than what I could have gotten from that. Being optimistic, you know? Okay, so he actually did end up going through all of that. That actually was about a quarter of all of his food, so 70-something is not all that bad. I'm just going to have to go collect a good amount of the element dust to keep him going the next time we consider going out. But we did get ourselves 11 black pearls and a bunch of corrupted nodules, so we almost made up for all of the organic polymer that I used to craft him. We also got ourselves a couple other interesting things that we can probably put onto stuff later. So, I'm not going to complain about that attempt. We'll definitely just have to do a little bit better the next time, and we'll actually have to bring some fuel for our good friend there. We're going to make ourselves up a shovel real quick. Let's go check out what this is. I'm really hoping that we get something really good. Especially after the unfortunate failing of that. Let's see. Where are we looking? We are looking on the opposite side of Sanctuary. Oh, center of the Sanctuary area. Nice. Alright, are we looking at anything dangerous over here? Also kind of feels like the ideal creature for looking for stuff like this, these owls. Kind of see if there's anything waiting for you down in the brushes. So what do we have? Come on, rifle! Ooh, a Giga Saddle blueprint? And a Tappy Harris saddle, just in general. That blueprint is amazing. I don't know... I don't know what opportunities we'll have to get ourselves a Giga here, but considering that is our first loot that we actually have collected on this map, I'm not going to complain about that in the slightest. Now, I definitely wish it was something I could actually use now. I'm probably not going to end up taming a Tapihara because of just how much I love the owls, but I guess maybe I can consider it. The Tappies do get a tech saddle, but I don't really have that unlocked, so I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of heal up my guy here real quick. And we're going to load him up with plenty of element dust like I should have done in the first place. Sort out everything he's collected so far. And we're going to go out and actually look for an orbital supply drop. As much as I would have loved to get all that element, I'm not really too upset because I don't really have anywhere to put it or anything to use it on quite yet. So, the orbital supply drop is our main focus. And I'm going to make sure that this guy is covered in element dust before we even go out and try to go and find one of those. So, since it seems to be pretty imperative that I get ourselves a bunch of element dust, I'm going to take the Dodic out for a minute. Try to collect a bunch of that and make sure that he is fully loaded for multiple refills of his power. Considering we're pretty much surrounded by this stuff at all times, it doesn't really feel like there's any need to worry about it. I just should have done it before. So I just grabbed the ones that are just kind of right outside my back door. How much exactly did I just find? Let's pull it straight to him. Oh, I can't. Hold this for a sec. How much did we actually just get? Element dust on the Dodic. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we've got plenty. 70 was enough already. We're actually going to split this in half. We don't need that much. I will put more on the owl. How about that? That way we have a good backup source just in case you need it. Like I said, 70 was about a quarter of what he needed for one filling anyway, so we should be fine for a couple fills here. Everything's kind of been all sorted out. I'm actually working on making a rifle real quick. I definitely want to at least have something like that to work on kind of have for a projectile. Yes, the crossbow is fine, but since it is just primitive, it's only going to do so much. So I'm going to leave the shovel back here now that we don't really need it, and I have this rifle. I was making a bunch of gunpowder. Oh, I was actually making spark powder to make gunpowder with. That was kind of the whole thing. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to have quite a bit of it built in both of these mortar and pestles, and then we'll just go forward from there. Honestly, if it weren't for the stego in the middle of the room, we'd have a little bit more space to work around with. I don't really want to leave her outside, though. She's been kind of very valuable when it comes to lots of things. She still has all this extra dust on her right now from before. Ah, man, I could have just used some of that. Oh, well. We'll grab what we have and leave it in the... I already did. Leave it in the fabricator just so that we have more for whatever we want to craft going forward. Yes, I could technically turn those into an element right now, but it's fine. We don't need to do that. Okay, are you almost full now? Yeah, oh yeah, you're almost full. You still have 500. Gotta love it. Hello, Tranodon. We're definitely a lot more prepared now. Honestly, with an element node, you don't really need to have any projectiles to use while fighting off some of the creatures. The Pteranodons usually fly down low enough that you don't have any problems with that. But with an orbital supply drop with the shield that goes up with it, you don't want to... I mean, some people do turn them off. I wouldn't want to turn off the shield that comes with it because it'll help the first few waves. Ultimately, as long as the thing doesn't break by the end, then you're fine. Uh-oh, where's my owl? Is my owl getting hit by spiders? No, you're good. Okay, we're fine. Gotta be careful. I don't want to go down into the area that's filled with megalanias and stuff. That would not be a fun place to go. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to find an orbital supply drop with the storm going on out here. Normally you can see the smoke coming up from each one of those from very far away, but I don't think I can see anything outside. We're just going to have to hope we actually find one. That'd be kind of crazy. Just happened to run into one. Yeah, I also need to keep away from bears. Bears are so strong. They really will just rip you a new one if you run into them. I kind of forgot about that, honestly. When you find them on the island, you don't really run into them that much. Well, I feel like I definitely chose the wrong time to try to go out and find ourselves a drop. The storm makes it almost impossible to find anything, and I'm just kind of running around out here like a chicken with its head cut off. At least Ivy's keeping up with us. Hi, girl. Ooh, so there's a drop right here. I don't know what level it is. I hope that it's one I can actually do, and that I'm not going to have to just turn around and keep going. But that very well could be something I got to do. Can actually see it, though, in the middle of all this craziness. Well, I can see the smoke anyway. That's the surefire sign that you found it. If it's not blue, though, I don't know if I'd be able to pull it off on my own. Oh, hello. So that's what the purple blobs are supposed to be. They're supposed to spawn in properly after that. They all kind of got stuck in a pre-render. No wonder if I leave and come back, it fixes it. That's a beta. A beta could be doable. But I don't know. That's the thing. So we almost did a beta element node. This area is wide open, so it would be the same type of creatures that we ran into last time. We would just have to make sure that this thing doesn't get destroyed. You know what? Let's send it. We're going straight for beta. Why would we not? It's here. I'm going to try it. We almost got the element node. This is going to be the same, right? Except for we'll actually succeed. That's going to be the difference. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that a lot of this is going to be off the edge. Once that shield gets out there, it's going to be past it, right? Oh, yeah. Hopefully nothing decides to spawn down there, but we'll do what we can. As kind of mentioned before, my biggest concern is going to be the Pteranodons that are up in the sky. They can kind of get stuck on the outside edge of the shield. But I do have the rifle. That'll kind of maybe pull their attention a little bit here and there. Guess we'll see. So the main difference here against the element nodes as well is they are just going to be focusing on the one thing. The element nodes, they did kind of separate stuff out a little. I'm hearing some... Oh my gosh, that's a Dreadnoughtus. Your footsteps, sir, are very terrifying. They are crazy. Okay, so we got a couple things on this side. I'm seeing at least a raptor on the other side of the shield trying to do some damage. There we go. I need to be careful not to be too close as well. Minimize the amount of damage that I cause. Obviously, I'd prefer not to do any, but sometimes it just kind of happens. Did you just collect that body and do damage? Silly dog. Hold on. We need to have you on passive now. Okay, that was round 1. Very straightforward, very easy. Let's fight this RG. Try to get it killed because it's just way too focused on my owl. And apparently doesn't care at all about my sentinel, so it's fine. Go away, RG. We don't need you here. We've got enough stuff to worry about. A couple Pteranodons. I can't really pull out my gun on the back of this thing, so I'm going to have to be careful about when I decide to hop off. I've got to still minimize the damage that I'm doing to this. I'm going to have to heal with the owl after this little pack of things right now. Holy crap. They're doing a lot of damage to me. And the owl's hurting. The owl's hurting, actually. You know what? I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Everyone in here. Everyone in here. Follow me. Follow me. In here. Come on. To me. Holy crap. They're a lot higher levels, I feel like, than the ones in the last thing we tried to do. I may have to bail. They already got Ivy. That sucks. Yeah, we're bailing. We're getting out of here. Beta was a little bit too much to handle right off the bat. That did not heal me nearly at all, and if we don't leave now, they're going to get in here and start killing me, so let's go. We almost just had some serious mistakes here. Oh, shoot. Okay, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. We're not far enough away to stop. The Armadillos there are not going to help either. Good lord, man. Too valuable. Yeah. I didn't expect to win that after we saw that round. First round, I was overly cocky. That's, we definitely need to find ourselves a, it needs to be a Gamma one first. Biting off more than I can chew, apparently. Let's just go inside the walls and kind of wait out this storm so we actually just get a good look at our surroundings because, yeah, that was rough. That was very rough. I'm so sorry that we did lose Ivy Tag again today. I really thought that we were going to be able to make it without it. Oh, it looks like the storm's over anyway. Okay, there's one over here. Obviously, I'm going to have to heal first before I can do it, but I want to know what level it is just so I can kind of know whether we are good to start on this one. Man, they are just not leaving us alone. There are things everywhere, and they want us gone. That has never been more evident. So we're going to maybe get some high ground, heal up a little bit while we're up there, see if we can find where this smoke cloud ended up going so we can find this new drop that just came down. There's a Thyla there. That's not terrifying at all, I say is a lie. Come on, let's get up top. You know, this is actually a perfect spot to heal from. We'll go up to the very top after we're done with this. You can't actually get off the left side of the enforcers. That's interesting. Okay, let's land. We've got to heal up. Maybe what I'll do, since I know that Sentinel's kind of in a safe spot, let's kind of hop off of you. You stay right here. I'm going to check with the owl, kind of get a little bit of a higher vantage point. Where did this drop fall down at? Well, I think whatever drop there was is gone now. I think we're going to do a pit stop back at the base because I'm actually out of food myself, and we're going to have to definitely get ourselves one of those in a Gamma form. Beta is apparently just too much for us right now. I really wish that I had been able to pull that off, but they definitely surrounded me and pretty much got me ready to just die. We were too close for comfort on that. Is the owl still following me? Oh, I got way too far away from the owl too fast. Hold on. Oh, man. Hello, Dreadmare. Oh, no, that's bad. That's bad. Leave my owl alone. Where are you going? Hello? Goodbye, I guess. That was kind of horrifying. Obviously didn't see that guy. There's no way to see him until it decides to show itself. Is it just going to leave us alone? Guess so. This stuff hopefully should have been going the whole time I was gone. There we go. That's much more like it. I only had like 6. That was not going to cut it. There's a drop coming down. I don't know where that came down. But I'm just going to actually scout out with the owl first, and I'm going to see whether it's going to be worth it. And if it is, I'll know exactly where it is, and we'll go after that after the fact. Oh yeah, no, that is a legendary one. That's definitely not doable. I don't even know how possible it would be for a single player to do without having the craziest things out there. We're going to have to land and try to go back. I don't know if there's going to be any other ones around the map. That's not horrifying at all. Why are you around out here? Yeah, no, let's not go near that guy. Why is he still here? He showed up in the middle of me doing my stuff. I'm not going near the King Titan. No, that's horrible. Oh, no. Ooh, we got one coming down over here. Please tell me it's blue. That would be amazing. And it's kind of where we already were, so that would make it a little bit easier. I've kind of taken a lap, and if this one isn't the blue, then I'll probably have to give it some time and try again. The other concern is it is also kind of in a weirdly dangerous spot, kind of heading up towards where the King Titan boss fight is. Oh, that's red, isn't it? Aw, man. Double unfortunate. The legendary and alpha ones showed up while we were trying to find some. We still just need a gamma. So since we're not really having any luck trying to get ourselves a gamma supply drop at the moment, I'm actually going to go up and check out the King Titan terminal. I would like to get the cryopods kind of on tracking, and if we can kind of make it there and make it back twice, I want to be able to craft up a bunch of cryopods. Not only just to clean up my base now, but I also would actually like to be able to go to the Sunken Forest and get ourselves some gatches. I'm a little bit nervous about heading up this direction, to be honest, considering there are gigas and wyverns and other things that could cause us some major problems, but if I kind of just stay away from those, I should probably be okay. Once we kind of find a safe route, then should be able to do it more than once, right? Oh, I see that one. We'll have to go check that out when we're on our way out of here. It's pretty much right in our path, so that shouldn't be a problem. If it turns out to be blue, that would be perfect. But either way, I still want to be able to kind of get up here and know what I need to bring to get some cryopods made. Okay. I mean, you can see that I haven't really even flown over here outside of this, so I hope I don't get blindsided by a giant purple blob. That would just be absolutely horrifying. Ah, there it is. There's the actual terminal. So it's outside of the map border. That may have actually been always the case. I've never really... Real talk, I've never really come up here. I've never fought the King Titan ever. I've never actually been over in this area that much. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to track these. And then we're going to probably have to try to make this trek at least one more time. Can't really put a mark here, can I? Because we're outside? Maybe I can. Oh, I can. Alright, well. I don't know. It's crazy that that's actually this far outside. So pretty much as I thought, the path back is going to go right over this smoke over here. Which is going to be lovely. But now that I've actually been over in that area, once I log out and back in, they should be solid and actually fully formed corrupt creatures. So I think we lucked out on the fact that there really wasn't very many wyverns and stuff in the way. I was a little bit more nervous with that than I probably should have. Oh, that's legendary as well. Where's this other one? On that side? Okay, I want to check that one on the way over as well. I don't even want to get anywhere near this legendary one and set it off. Because it'll just have really, really high level, really strong corrupt creatures around if I do. That would just be awful. Because literally, like I said, it's in the path of me going from base all the way up to get these crafted, so not what we are wanting at all. Okay, so how many cryopods exactly do we need to kind of clean up our base here? I'm going to want to keep the owls out to keep them breeding, but I kind of want to put everybody else away, and then we'll just kind of bring them out as necessary. So we got 5 over here, 6, 7, 8, we'll leave the dung beetle out, 9, 10, 11... 12? I could put Sentinel in a cryopod, right? I don't know. Let's try to make like 25. I don't know if I'm going to be able to carry all that much on the... I may have to use the RG. Because they get a lot of weight reduction on a lot of the things that you use for that. Let's grab all this meat and put it in the troughs to make sure everyone's still eating. Okay, so I did have to go and kind of destroy one more Enforcer because I was barely short on the oil, but we have enough resources to craft 25 cryopods at the moment. I'm going to fly on back and get that done, and we'll just have to fly back at some other point to get a cryo fridge. I'm not really going to try to put that together right now, but at least we'll be able to clean up our base and be able to actually head into the Sunken Forest to get ourselves some gachas because they are going to be a huge game changer for us. On the way there, I am going to go double check with what tier this one is. Can I already see it from here, though? That one's legendary, too? No way. Unless it was the one way over there. I actually only see one cloud. This is the same one, right? Oh. Oh, that looks pretty blue to me. Okay, so I'm going to be quick about this. If we're able to get up here and make these cryopods get back to base, we'll be able to go over there with the Enforcer and hopefully get that taken care of also. It'd be awesome to actually get both things done. It's so haunting just how quiet it is up here, to be honest. Just wind kind of whistling a little bit as you go by. There's nothing up here at the moment. Not until you decide to start fighting the boss. Okay. So we're going to pull for those cryopods real quick. I really am going to have to take care of those guys, aren't I? Put them somewhere else, because it hitches every single time. Oh, this Cosmo. We officially have ourselves 25 cryopods crafted. I'm going to fly back to base real quick. We're going to grab Sentinel. I'm going to probably put everyone away. Yeah, I'll put everyone away first, and then we'll kind of go over and see if we can still get to that supply drop. I'm hoping it'll still be around. We haven't been sitting here for too long, so I'm sure we should get an opportunity to try that Gamma one out. I actually have a successful one today, considering the other two that we've already given a shot at. Oh, hi Ivy. Welcome back. I'm so sorry about what happened last time, my girl. We're actually about to go out and do another one, so hopefully we'll have a better experience this time. Holy crap, we have ourselves some breathing room, and Ivy is back with us yet again. Our dung beetle is not going to be getting nearly as much stuff from all the other stuff nearby. In fact, I'm actually going to specifically tell it to drop the feces, because I really just wanted to keep focusing in on the owl pellets, and since those are pretty much the only things around, I don't think we'll have a problem with that being a thing. But, like I said, we're going to go out and try to do that other orbital supply drop. I actually should probably... I'm going to make a box real quick that just holds cryopods. And when we actually make ourselves a cryo fridge later on, I'll be able to put them into that. But for now, this will have to do. And I think for your safety, Ivy, we're going to have you stay home. I'd rather you not accidentally come with us and then end up getting lost again. You are, unfortunately, just taking a beating whenever we go out there. But let's put these other two points into health for you. And we'll meet you back here later when we get ourselves some new loot. So, we're going to grab this last egg from the owl that they've decided to do real quick. And I'll bring the male again, just like last time. When we actually get back, I'll be able to start hatching these guys up and kind of separate them out as we should. Are you going to be able to follow us outside the... Yeah. Okay. I'll meet you guys over there. This is it. This is the place where we will have our win. I'm going to kind of get my stamina back before I get any closer. I'm also going to keep an eye on this. Does it have a... I don't know if it has any kind of other timer kind of telling me on how long it'll be here. But we are full on stamina now, I guess. Let's... we may as well just get this started. We're definitely going to have this win. The Gamma ones should be a straightforward shot. Especially at this point with this such a strong Sentinel we've got here. Oh, man. Leave that Stego baby alone. Rude little Dilla. There we go! Let us begin our first actual win. Pretty much the same as before, except it won't, you know, destroy the whole wall before we get a chance to do anything. Ah, I hit the trike. I'm sorry, trike. I was trying to hit the corrupted one behind you. That's all. So I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye out for any... Oh, there's a bear in here. I also have to be careful with them. I've got to be careful of the Pteranodons that are going to come in. Don't know exactly what parts they'll come in on, but I guess we'll see. Oh, and if you didn't notice, I did put the owl in a cryopod just to kind of make sure I could get over here a little bit quicker, and then we'll only bring him out when we really need him. Kind of a good way to make sure that he stays safe also. Alright, do we have anything actually trying to attack the shield right now? I don't actually see anything, nor have I heard it. Oh, there's one. 2, actually. I hear it. Where are you hitting at it? Oh, there you go. Bonk. Wave 0 is usually just nothing. The fact that it was just 3 Dillos is crazy, though. Oh, there's a Pteranodon up there. I think I might be able to reach it. No, I hit the shield. And I made the Theory mad. Oh, that actually is not good. Their Dino is not good to deal with. Nope. I'm gonna have to hop off and shoot that Pteranodon with my gun. I have this loaded. Hurry. Kill it. Oh, I missed. Now we have to move. Whoop. Stupid Pteranodons being in a weird place. I'm going to kill everything else first. They're going to break the shield if I'm not careful. Oh, I shot the shield. Come on. We'll just use the crossbow. Alrighty. At least now he's on me. That makes it 10 times easier. To be honest, it almost is kind of easier when the shield gets a little bit smaller, so you can kind of have a smaller perimeter to follow. Then you do something like that. Like I said earlier on, I wouldn't want to shut it off. But you can turn off the shield if you wanted to. It just kind of puts the drop at risk right away, and that's never fun. Again, still just have to be really careful of all the other creatures nearby. As long as I don't piss them off, then we'll be fine. As strong as Sentinel is, as we've experienced some of the other ones, the standard creatures can be a problem, just because I don't get the extra damage to put out. I mean, he's leveled up a lot, so he still does a good amount of damage, but not nearly the 500 damage he can do to these things. So as the stages move along, the orbital supply drop kind of comes up and out of the main casing, and once it's done, you actually go up and tell it to eject it. So we'll just have to finish up the rest of these waves, and then we'll actually be able to get ourselves some loot. Well-deserved loot. I mean, Gamma is significantly easier than the other ones, as you can probably tell, but it's kind of the only way you get drops here. It's good when you can kind of get ahead of the line. Just kind of knock them all out. What do we got? Okay, we got a couple more here. Is that the wave? I'm gonna have to get this bear out of here. Level 65. Could be worse. So I imagine we're on wave, what, 3 of 5 now? 4 or 5 now. It's just weird because I have to count wave 0, so. Hop! Get him midair. Best way to go about it. Yeah, if only the first orbital drop that came down was a Gamma, we would have been able to have a lot of stuff already just put together right away. But, we have experienced some of the other ones. We definitely know we could probably pull off a beta element node if we actually have some fuel for this guy. So that is actually very good to know. Granted, he did get very hurt, and I did have to heal him a couple times, so we kind of have to take that with a grain of salt, I think. Like I say, we can check the drop in the middle for how many we have left. And now we're on the last wave. This one's gone pretty smoothly. I mean, yes, like I said, it's significantly easier, but it's gone smoothly in the regards of nothing, nothing's gotten stuck to a point where I can't reach it. A lot of the things that just get in my way are like the terrain, whether it be rocks or trees or whatever. A lot of that stuff just kind of gets in the way. Oh, okay, well, I accidentally just broke the shield by doing that, but it's on the last wave. Doesn't really matter if it takes a little bit of damage, as long as it doesn't get destroyed. That's really all that matters there. We got the line of Dillos that keep showing up on this one spot. Seeing a couple more Stegos over there, too. They do try to send some stronger stuff kind of on the last wave, so as long as I kind of actually hold them all back, then no big deal. Get these Stegos. Level 7, level 11, see ya. Oh, they're doing a little bit of damage to it. Oof, I did a little bit of damage to it myself. I'm getting really close to this bear. I am very uncomfortable with that. Ooh, I did it. Okay, well maybe we'll take care of this bear because it is alone, and I'm gonna need to because it's right on top of the drop. It does as much damage as I do. Ugh. Alright. I mean, he is pretty tanky. Sentinel's pretty good at this point. I think if that was something I tried to do early on, I would have probably died. Okay, let's see what kind of good loot that we've actually earned ourselves here today. Please be really good loot. Ooh. Okay, so the only thing you have to be careful of is sometimes it can be just a bunch of structures, and that can make things very heavy. Speaking of which, I think that is exactly what happened. Ooh, what's this? A battle rig. Oh, getting stuff for the battle rigs. That's cool, actually. And these, I've heard about these. So lesser medical. While wearing this armor, effects of all incoming healing is increased by negative 40%. Lesser medical. Healing is increased by... I don't know if that's good. Because it looks like it's negative. Also, why'd you give me all this stone? I don't need the stone. Here, you can carry this for a minute. We'll grab everything else off the ground. We just got ourselves 4 cryopods from this guy. And let's see what else we get from the rest of the loot. Oh, man, so we've got even more. So we have the truck bed, and then we've got a roll cage. We've got a blueprint for some journeyman ghillie and some apprentice chitin. I really have no use for a lance, but we can grind that down when we have an opportunity. That is a lot of polymer that we just got from this. And we got a terrorbird saddle, which is kind of cool. So we actually have our terrorbird back at the base. I'm definitely going to be putting this ghillie on because it's going to probably make a difference on what kind, you know, because I'm already kind of burning up as it is. I was wearing chitin before, so it's a little bit better. Still a little warm, but it could be a lot worse. I'm glad that we got this. We got 5 more cryopods after we just made the 25, so we have 30 of them now. And we've got a bunch of resources here. I'm going to make this as soon as I can. In fact, I might have this back at base, considering we have all the corrupted nodules. This is probably going to keep us from being hot as well. Can you get over here, Sentinel? I can't quite move, my friend. Can I move when I'm on your back? Oh yeah, you're not too heavy. Great. Cool. Let's get on back to base then, and we'll kind of plan for trying to go out and do more of those later. Now that we actually have some improved armor, I feel like I'll be a little bit better with surviving, and I kind of wish we'd gotten a weapon, but getting parts for the battle rigs and stuff is awesome to get that out of a Gamma one. Home sweet home, and we actually have the room to move around in here. That's awesome. I do love that that's still the case. We did get some gateways and a lot more foundations as well. I mean, I'll probably use these to actually try to expand the base, so I'm not going to complain about getting a bunch of those from the drops. And like I said, I can grind down the lance later on. There's not really any use for this on single player, so it's just kind of free materials. We'll get the terrorbird out in a minute, kind of put that on there, and then we'll kind of work on this going forward. Got to put a couple things on it so I can actually move, though. Well, we've definitely had ourselves an eventful day today, trying out the orbital supply drops and the element nodes. Unfortunately, 2 of those didn't quite go as planned, but now we actually have ourselves some cryopods and have successfully completed one of the gamma ones. We should be able to easily do more of those ones in the future if we see some come down, and with the cryopods, we can actually go get ourselves some of the creatures down in the sunken forest, which will be awesome. So I'm planning on maybe doing that one in the next one. But for now, we're going to end this one here. So if you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got anything to bring up about this series or any other one on the channel, let me know in the comments below. If you want to help contribute just a little bit more, we do have links in the description for Ko-fi and Patreon. You also can become a YouTube member, all of which will give you full access to our community cluster of ARK servers, where we are currently playing on every story map that has been released so far, and I'd love to see more of you over there. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.